Here's some of the stuff we picked up at the Hot Wheels convention so far. 186. This is right outside the convention here.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Hi and welcome back to Luck's Garage. I'm Jason, but we're not going to be at Luck's Garage today. We're about to head out to Los Angeles, California. We're going to go to the Hot Wheels convention out there. We're going to meet up with Chris Eazy Pickenz. We're going to go all check it out. Let's go.
We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm westbound, just watch old bandit run. Well, if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be westbound and a flying.
Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
California, yeah.
Such a lovely place, such a lovely place.
2 in the morning, got the fat burger. Even saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp.
They be served like California. If I was in LA.
These kind of dreams, it's Californication.
West Coast.
Central LA, today was a good day.
Alright, we landed in LA, finally getting off the plane. I gotta straighten up my bag over here and then find my way to a restaurant. A little less than 4 hours and I'm in California. Got a little bit of a walk, looks like. Alright, looks like we're gonna go down to Crown Transport. Alright, we out here. We're looking for Chris Eazy Pickenz. He's gonna come pick me up and I'm gonna go hang out with him this week. It's gonna be a blast. Making sure I'm going the right way. I'm at 1F right now. I see Chris coming. Oh yeah, look at him coming with his Challengers here, boys.
What's up,
What
brother?
up, wild man?
You made it.
Man. Awesome. We're gonna head out, see what we get into. This is crazy.
So okay, so down here's the strand I was talking about. Past the smokestacks over there. That's at a power plant right there.
Yeah.
That's that power plant we were seeing. You gotta run all the way down. So So the kickback of the cove over there, okay, so if you keep looking the far distance, you'll see this cove that comes back out. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So where it starts coming back out, that's Santa Monica and then Malibu. Okay.
Dang.
So then it goes up and around. So anytime you look at a map, you'll see this cove on the map. Now that you've seen this cove right here, you'll see it on the map. You'll be like, oh, it's right there. You'll be able to identify it.
Well, this is definitely an awesome picture right here. Never seen. This is the first time I've seen California Beach.
Later.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
And we're here at the 39th annual Hot Wheels convention in Los Angeles, California. We're about to go in here and check out, see if we can get our souvenir cars. This is Tuesday and early check-in. We'll go check it out and see what they got. You may have to have your ID. You'll just have to line up under your last name.
Because when they came out, I paid 88 cents for them. I bought everything I could.
Go check out the trees whenever you come out. You got like 2, get 186. A lot of 2s. We went to 5, 4, a couple 3s the other night. Now we're starting on 3. See what we see. It's cool. Got these customs up here, dude. It's crazy. Or to me it is, anyway. It's cool stuff, man. Let me get out of your way there. Man, if you want to hit that, I'm just going to be right over here. Awesome. Thank you. This is right outside the convention here. That's a Porsche. Got Brandon's GTO, which is pretty awesome. We'll go around these real quick, kind of see what's going on. This old Chevy right here is pretty cool. 4-door. Got the old Mordor Chevy. Pretty cool. And you got the Porsche 944, pretty awesome. So please get your paint service manual, which you're going to have if you own a Porsche. I think everybody knows. It's really awesome. Got the old school Apple logo on this one, Apple computers, pretty awesome. I like the way that this thing is laid out. That's really cool. And then over here we've got Brennan's GTO, which is really awesome. And the green. Nice car. Awesome driving conditions, pretty awesome. Got the Redline tires. Very cool. Redlines are really cool too. It's a cool touch, obviously. Very cool. B&M shifter in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe I should go like a little closer. Got a B&M shifter in there. Really cool. Got your own dash tack outside. So that's pretty cool. So awesome. Really nice. Pretty cool, right? Little Datsun 2000. I pulled a 55 out here now. Looking good. Sorry, boy.
You could do a time lapse, it's so quick.
Do you want to tilt the front end up or just leave it like this?
That's up to you guys and Chris, because it's his car. There's a lot of people that are going to be inside for dinner, so it's probably
Better
probably
leave it like
best to
this.
just leave it like this, and then
Well, you saw what we have to do to open it when later on.
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My guys like that. I wish I knew how to.
Here's some of the stuff we picked up at the Hot Wheels convention so far here in LA. This is going to be my pickups, and then I've got Chris Eazy Pickenz I'm hanging out with this week. This is his pickup, so we'll go over this stuff real quick. And right off the bat here, I picked up this Trestle Pack. Of course, I think you know if you've watched the channel much that I collect all these old boxes. It is missing a couple of the trestles, but obviously I bought it for the artwork on it. 1968 there, really nice. Looks like somebody did a good job of opening the box back in the day because the cap's not ripped. It's got all your good art, cool artwork there on the back. So I went ahead and picked it up. Pretty cool piece. Come from a place called Chris for $1.29. So pretty cool. Then we'll just move on around like this. This is nothing crazy, but I do collect the '69 Dodge Charger, but I don't remember having this one. I think I did this on my live last week or so, and we went over some of these 150th scales, and I don't remember having this one, so I ended up picking that piece up. Then we'll move on up to here. Now, this piece I didn't actually buy. This was a gift from Chris, and he had found this Super Cow Customs here, but if you look in there, it's an error because it's missing the big wheels on the back, and I collect the Super Cow Custom stuff, so that was awesome. And also from Chris, he also gifted me this awesome thing. I saw when I picked this up at the swap meet, and this thing was awesome, and of course I'm going to sit here and start it, and actually maybe I'll just start it a little bit so you can get the idea of what's going on. Then you're going to shift it to first. Then you're going to shift it to second. Then you're going to shift it to third. Oh. Then we're going to reverse it. So that's awesome. I'm going to have that somewhere on the shelf. Obviously, it's just too cool, but you'll probably hear him for a minute in the background doing his thing. Then right next to it, picked up this Hot Wheel hat. Thought it was really awesome. My Hot Wheel hats are getting wore out, so I just went ahead and picked that one up too. Then this thing, I didn't know exactly what it was. It's mounted on like a trophy base here. Of course, you got the Wile E. Coyote riding the rocket here. This is metal. You can see down in there. Now, I know they make some hood ornaments that are like this. The ones that I've been seeing are different because they have a different tail on it, so I'm not 100% sure if this was actually a trophy or if this was actually just added to this, but it was really cool, so I had to pick that up. Kind of one of those things I couldn't leave behind. This is really cool. This is a pickup. There again, we're at a Hot Wheel convention. I'm obviously showing some stuff that's not Hot Wheel related, but this is a Michael Jordan kind of rookie card. I know this was like the second year, but this was like, everybody calls this maybe his true rookie card from Fleer. And I had this when I was a kid, and I may still have mine out obviously in the shop because I used to collect them. but I couldn't pass it up. It was just, you know, a memory that, you know, you'll have whenever you're collecting a kid. It's in really nice shape. Just thought it was cool. There is centering off a little bit, but just a cool piece. Picked it up. Then this, I've never seen this before, and of course, I'm a big fan of Toy Story. And then they've got this box here, and these are like mini boxes from Mattel. And then they did the little Toy Story, and this is full die-cast, metal base, the whole 9. And I just had to pick that up. I had never seen it before. It's really cool. So probably my biggest find of the weekend so far would be the alternate color orange Sir Rodney Roadster Redline. Obviously, it's not mint, but there again, the rarity makes it, you know, what it is. And as you can see there, this is not like it's something that you're going to find every day. You don't really see them hardly that much at all. So anyway, I'm just tickled to be able to pick that piece up and have it in the collection now. I'll just go over this real quick. I was in the room and we was making a deal. This guy had this. This is a custom. And I had sold a lot of my Volkswagens. I never have had original. This would have been a Mattel. This is styled after a Mattel exclusive piece for the employees. But obviously, I don't think I'll ever own a real one. And so he was like, throw this in on deal. I was working with the guy, and I was like, I'll take it. So obviously, I'm not trying to pass it off as a real one. You can really tell that it's really fake, but it'll make a good placeholder. Don't think I'll ever own a real one, so I thought I'd just go on and pick that up. So anyway, thought that was kind of cool. Then we'll get down into some really cool pieces that I picked up. I've been looking for one of these in a pretty good box just because I wanted an example of the sticker on it, and to show y'all that the way they used to package these back in the day, literally they'd throw a sticker on there and then they put a piece of tape around them and tape 2 cars together. Right there, it was at Toys R Us for 97 cents. But literally, they just took a piece of a packing tape and walked around the whole thing and just put them together. And that's just a other package right there of the Turismo. And then if you look there, that's the old number 5. But it's also got an error on it. If you'll see, the seats aren't even put in correctly on it, and it's sticking up. And this one is the louvered front hood there on the side. So really cool pickup. I've been wanting to pick up a nice example of this. And so I ended up working out a deal to get this from the gentleman. And then I'd picked this up earlier in the day because I've been looking for a no louver on the side on the hood of the old number 5. But then after I got it, I didn't realize at first this is actually on a foreign package, which is really cool. So you can kind of see the, I don't know if you can see the louvers there, and then the non-louvers on this one. Try to get them both together there. So very cool piece. Like I said, I'm still looking. I probably need to get one of these loose because obviously I'm not going to be able to open this foreign flying colors pack, but I'm just tickled to actually find it. And the gentleman sold it to me. Probably didn't realize it was a foreign pack because I didn't even realize until I got back outside. So that's really cool pickup. And then as far as what we picked up besides the convention pieces, I'll go over them real quick, then we'll go over the convention stuff. This piece I've never seen before. I thought that was pretty awesome. These may be a little bit tougher to find. This is called a Turbo Glow, and it's got the base where you put the batteries in, you drop the car on it, and it charges itself up. This was dated 2006 there, and I never remember seeing these, so I went ahead and picked this up. And I just thought it was cool, so I got an example of it. I don't know if I'll keep it long term, but it's just when I see something I hadn't seen, and obviously I probably should have seen that before, I just went ahead and picked it up. And then kind of a quick trip. We were going to get some drinks and stuff because I'm staying here in California, and while we was there, we went to the local grocery store. We went to the local grocery store, and on the pegs, looked like they had just put out a case or 2 of Hot Wheels, and so I ended up picking up a couple of the blue trucks here, and one of them's got a big chunk out of the side of it, which is kind of cool because I collect theirs, and it's got 2 big divots in the front grille on that one. And then, of course, I collected cone shakers, so obviously I picked those up. I'm going to keep stacking those whenever I get back. Then this comes back to what we actually picked up at the convention itself. This is, you get your convention packet, you get your ticket, your lanyard, your packet, you get a folder here, and then inside the folder you're going to have, let me get this over here, I know it's getting crazy. You're going to have your different things that's going on throughout the convention. It's going to have a survey and then some other really cool stuff in it. So you get that piece. Then you also get You also get in there was these two, cork coasters with the Hot Wheels symbols. So those are pretty cool. And then you got the option, obviously, to buy the Civic here. So you get a chance to buy 3 Civics. So I bought all 3 of the Civics here. And then you also had a chance to buy the Mustang, the 2022 Ford Mustang Shelby. So I ended up buying the 3 of those. And then you got a chance to get the 1 party car, which obviously I collect the 55 gassers, so that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get that open in the collection at home. And so I was tickled to get that. So we got those picked up. That's what you got. They also were selling these concept cars, trading cards that actually Larry Wood had designed. And every card in these, basically, let me slide this out real quick and show you. These were concept arts that they never come to fruition, or they never made. And they're trading cards, basically cards of showing a lot of different designs that Larry had made over the years that they never produced for Hot Wheels. So that's a pretty cool deal there. So pick that up. Actually, Chris picked this up. This is Chris's. Then they had the option to buy the patch for the Civic. Obviously, I'm going to buy the patch for the Civic. And what was really cool is down in the bottom of our bags, you got one pin or the other. I ended up getting a Honda Civic pin in my bag. And Chris ended up getting the Mustang pin in his bag. So those are probably going to be really limited pieces. So if you're collecting those 2 castings, obviously you're going to have to, trade around to get those. Or maybe they'll be online or something. But that's pretty cool because I wasn't expecting that. And then these is the 39th anniversary pin. Chris went and picked one of those up. Commemorating this is his first convention that he's been to. Obviously, I'm sure he'll be to many more since, it's just down the road from him. So, anyway, then we went and picked up this cool license plate. And I like the way they did the black and the yellow because it's got LAX. Because, throwback to California old school license plates, black and yellow. They got the Hot Wheels Convention Collectors 2025. They've been starting doing these plates like every convention. And I've really enjoyed them doing the plates because obviously I collect license plates, so that's really cool. And he went ahead and picked up the shirt. The shirt's got the Mustang coming down and then the Civic on the front right there. It's really cool. So that's what we ended up picking up, and that's the convention stuff. Now I'm going to go over some more of this stuff. This is just some stuff that Chris has picked up, and he had laid out he wanted to select a few things that he's picked up, and I thought that was awesome. We'll start off with one of the coolest pieces we found like right at the first day, literally probably the first or second room we walked in. And this is a tough piece to find if you know this piece, the Police Pursuit, obviously. And this was sealed, but of course he collects slot cars. So went ahead and opened it gently over here on the end, and so he could check out those slot cars. They're awesome. They're all wrapped up, so you can't really see them. Didn't want to put them out right now until decide what you're going to do. So, but it's awesome. That was sealed. So we picked that up. Then we was walking around the room, couldn't pass up obviously the Beatnik Bandit. Already had this piece, and it's just a cool piece, 1/18 scale, and the bubble lifts and everything, obviously, and then it drives from the stick. But can't pass that up. So picked that up. There's kind of a wild story here on these. These bodies here are probably, I think they're 71 or 72 bodies. But this one I had actually found a long time ago, and I had sent it to Chris, because he does the slot cars. And we was in a room last night, and he ended up finding another body here that matches it, because we didn't know what this went to because it's not stamped and numbered. So we ended up finding this color, and a really cool red translucent of the exact same car. So anyway, that was really awesome. And then he also found this 100% in the black and gold, which is a little bit tougher to find. A lot of people are going to know the blue and white and the white and blue alternate, but the black and gold you don't hardly ever see. So obviously picked that up. And then right over here we got some Hot Birds, and this Hot Birds was awesome. I know he likes Trans Ams, obviously, as you can see. And then this right here is awesome. He picked these up. Of course, there's a couple things going on here that he, whenever he picked them up, these don't look like they're in perfect shape, obviously, but he got a really good deal on these, because if anybody knows the brown Hot Bird, this one is not perfect, but you know how rare these are. To find one this nice, got a pretty good tampo and everything on it. He went ahead and picked that up. It needs some cleaning up, and it'll probably actually clean up even better. So he picked this up, and he ended up making a deal, and he picked up the Golden Machines Hot Bird. And then he picked up an original one of the black walls that come out. And after we got home and started looking at it, and flip it over, it's got a casting defect right there on the base. So My goal by the end of the show is I'd like to find a nicer one than this and see if we can do some trading, because I wouldn't mind having that in my collection. But and then we got into the Firebird. This is the Firebird. This is the numbered card, and this is the gold Hot ones. And he picked up the gold Hot ones there. And then this piece come out of the track set, and this one's the ultra hot version. And you know they have a Hot Ones version. It's a really nice example that come out of that set. And then bebopping around, he ended up finding the old farb here. This is really cool. He already had one piece of farb, so he's kind of slowly getting, you know, there's only 4 in the set, so this is number 2 for him in the set. Then he had found some Redlines that were in beater bags, and he ended up buying a whole bag of beaters, and he pulled a few of them out that he thought was really cool. Of course, you got the snake there. Kind of hard to beat the snake, obviously. Then we got the Mighty Maverick there that's been seen better days, but hey, it's the Mighty Maverick. I mean, what do you expect? Obviously, we're still looking for the Beat 16. We got 2 cars, so obviously we're hurting high and low to try to find that to finish that set. And then we've got the Mercedes here, which is really cool, SEL. So, and then over here is a real rider of the Bronco in the wide hub, which is pretty cool. So he picked up all those loose. Well, we'll go on over here. Guys selling all of these premium loose. Of course, we got the Headbangers Ball van here. Then you got the Conoco. I believe these were slick rides on most of these. The Hooker header there. You got the Michelin van, and of course old school.
All right, here's the deal. Listen up. Altogether, we picked 14 pledges.
Wait, who's this guy?
Well, that's Blue.
Yeah.
It's an old Navy vet who hangs around my store a lot. But don't worry about it, he's legit.
Go time.
Nice and easy. There we go.
Van there, and then the Chevelle out of the Fast and Furious set, which is right there. But we'll go over and finish this up. I brought in one of these original new old stock 1984 collectors posters. It was really cool. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Eazy Pickenz there. Obviously, I'll link his stuff in the bottom so you can check his stuff out. But this is, check out Eazy Pickenz. He does a lot of swap meet videos. He buys diecast. He buys slot cars. He goes to the car shows, checks out all that. So anyway, you can go check all that stuff out, because if you're into this kind of stuff, you're always going to be checking out some of that stuff. And then I brought one of the old school Gulf stickers from back whenever I found this at the rod run. I think this was last year's rod run I found those. So anyway, we'll go on over to this. Of course, he bought the full set of Fast and the Furious set. He really wanted the Chevelle out of it. And then, of course, he's got the other Chevelle here. And he's got a loose one there. Then, of course, the TA. Got the Camaro. And then the Ford that finishes out that set. Then he picked up the little red wagon. And I think he's gifting this to a guy that's got an original one of those, which is really awesome. And then he's got a 70s Chevelle here. Of course, the gold one. And it's got a little yellow in there because the one he has already is already turned yellow. You know, back in the day, these were pretty bad about all turning yellow on the plastic. Nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it was. And then it's really cool. He went ahead and picked him up one of the Selections 55 Bel Airs, gassers, and thought that was really cool. Then he's actually trying to collect all the Speed Demons slowly but surely. Takes a while because, you know, these things are getting crazy expensive. So trying to piecemeal it together. As you can see, he bought these 5 as a one set. You've got your the Pure Heaven, and then you've got the Mike Zarnock funny car there. You've got, you know, the Gary Ditcham, of course, the War Eagle Trans Am, and then you've got Reese Milligan rear engine dragster. Then right up here, which was really cool, went into the room and they had the Snake here signed. And obviously, getting stuff signed these days from a lot of these guys is getting tougher and tougher. So I thought that was really cool. He picked up the Snake 2 and the Demon signed. And then he also went to a next room and he found one that was unsigned. So he went and picked it up too. So he can go either way if he wants to keep both or get rid of one. You know how that goes. Then he's got the 71 Mustang there in the Speed Demons. So basically, this is a couple of things that we picked up. Obviously, I think Chris may have bought a few more things, and I may have had a couple things that I may not have out. This is kind of our first haul over the last first couple of days. I just want to go over that real quick. And that's about everything we're going to go over that we picked up so far at the convention. Obviously, I'm going to do a part 2 for the next couple of days or so. But anyway, stay tuned for all that. Put your notification bells on. But anyway, if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. If there's anything else you want to know more about or see more of, put in the comments. I'll try to get it in one of the next ones. Also got a live every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Obviously, it's modified right now because I'm flying back and forth from out of California. But plan on Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We talk about Hot Wheels, Diecast, real cars, whatever y'all want to talk about, toys. But anyway, also check out Eazy Pickenz on YouTube. I'll link his description down in the bottom. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming back to see me, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you. 20. We're going to have part 2 coming out soon after this one. About those, man, if they'd have fit me. But that's cool. Really cool.
This is my favorite spot.
Don't worry, folks. After all, it's only a cartoon.